This morning, and I'm like, well, let's check in on the Indiana Fever, see how their day is going. It's not going well. Look, it's not going well on anything they post, basically. They're getting absolutely destroyed. We're right in the middle of what I'm referring to as the Stephanie White effect.
The sound you are hearing reflects an organization that seems to be losing control. What is happening right now shows what can happen when a front office struggles to properly handle one of the biggest stars in modern sports. The Indiana Fever are not just watching their momentum disappear. They also appear to be having trouble holding on to the huge wave of attention and fan support they recently earned. As a result, more signs are appearing that their expanded fan base is beginning to fade. At the center of the discussion is not a player on the floor, but the sudden and aggressive beginning of the Stephanie White era. Yet the criticism online is only one part of the story. The more important and possibly more harmful effects are taking place away from social media, where business performance, attendance, and revenue are becoming the real focus.
1,600 empty seats in the arena the other day. I believe it was, when I did my research, the second lowest attended game since Caitlin Clark has showed up. And some people have been like, well, that's not because of Caitlin Clark's popularity. No, it's not. But it is because of how the Indiana Fever have treated her and how they use her in games.
Statistics are not influenced by public relations campaigns. Seeing 1,600 empty seats for a team led by Caitlin Clark is a warning that should quickly get the attention of the front office. Since she entered the league, packed arenas and sold-out crowds have become the normal expectation instead of a rare event. So what is different now? It is not because fans have lost interest in her, and it is not because her popularity has dropped. Instead, it appears that many consumers are pushing back. A large portion of the fans filling Gainbridge Fieldhouse came to experience the excitement of watching a special basketball talent change the game. Instead, they believe they are seeing a coaching style that limits the influence of the franchise's biggest star while giving more attention to priorities that do not match the reason many supporters came in the first place. That growing gap creates an even bigger question with an important stretch of game.
Transgender flag. Celebrate Pride Night presented by Salesforce with us on June 4th against the Dream. That's the game against Angel Reese. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Oh my God. Stephanie White is trending right now.
A nationally televised game against the Atlanta Dream and Angel Reese was expected to be one of the biggest moments of the women's basketball season, attracting attention from fans across the sports world. Instead, much of the conversation focused on a Salesforce-sponsored theme night, which some people believe created distance between the team and its core ticket-buying supporters. To understand why many reacted this way, it is important to look at the audience. Although the Fever are based in Indiana, they attract fans from Texas and throughout the Midwest. Many of those supporters are traditional sports fans spending their money to watch a once-in-a-generation player perform at the highest level. When a team appears to shift attention away from promoting its biggest star and toward corporate messaging, reactions can become fast and emotional. Social media has reflected that divide with strong opinions on both sides. However, the larger issue is not the criticism itself, but how team leadership decides to handle it. Their response could either reduce the tension or make the situation even more difficult.
And trust me, Indiana Fever, we are watching now. All right, we got our eyes on you, because I am fully expecting the Indiana Fever organization and or their leadership, Stephanie White, Amber Cox, Kelly Crosskopf, I am fully expecting them at some point to come out and start fan blaming. Okay, or they're going to pull the prototypical, oh, it's a vocal minority.
Many critics believe this situation follows a pattern that has hurt several major entertainment companies in recent years. When customers become unhappy with a product, one of the biggest mistakes a business can make is directing its frustration back at its own audience. People often point to well-known media companies that dismissed unhappy customers as a small group instead of listening to their concerns. According to many critics, that decision only increased the divide and caused public support to fall even further. Using that same idea here, some believe that if General Manager Amber Cox, President Kelly Crosskopf, or head coach Stephanie White were to blame fans for lower attendance or negative reactions online, the results could be damaging. Once a business starts criticizing the people who buy tickets, purchase merchandise, and support the team, earning back their trust becomes much harder. The reality is straightforward. Every business depends on its customers to succeed. Fans drive television ratings, attendance, merchandise sales, and overall interest. Ignoring their concerns comes with real risks. And for those who think this discussion only affects Indiana, recent national television ratings have also raised broader questions about the league's future growth, its ability to keep viewers, and its long-term business direction.
Came from some fake Facebook page that claimed 2 million. Well, I can tell you, the studio show right before the game, 400,000. The Aces game, 343,000. Did the game even break 1 million viewers? That's even a lot lower than I thought.
Now consider this number, 343,000 viewers. That figure speaks for itself. For a nationally televised game featuring the two-time defending champion Las Vegas Aces, drawing fewer than 500,000 viewers is more than just a weak result. It raises serious concerns. Television networks that invested millions in WNBA broadcasting rights because of the widely discussed Caitlin Clark effect are now facing an important question. The surge in interest did not benefit every team in the same way. Instead, fans mainly followed the product they were most excited to watch. That is why the Indiana Fever's current situation has become a much bigger issue than one franchise alone. Networks like USA Network, ESPN, and Prime Video were not expecting audiences below 400,000 when they made those investments. They believed the league could attract the multi-million viewer numbers Caitlin Clark produced during her historic college career and helped bring into the professional game. Some critics believe that when coaching decisions reduce the exciting style of basketball that made her a national star, and when organizational choices create tension with parts of the fan base, the league risks slowing the momentum that has driven its recent success. From that viewpoint, the discussion goes well beyond a single player or one organization. Looking back, the WNBA spent many years working to grow its television audience. Progress came slowly and often required patience. Then everything changed when a standout player from Iowa captured national attention and introduced millions of new viewers to women's basketball. Caitlin Clark helped set new records for jersey sales, increased ticket demand across the country, and brought unmatched attention to the league. Many supporters believe this opportunity should be fully embraced. Instead, some feel there has been hesitation toward the playing style, marketing strategy, and fan engagement that helped create that rapid rise in popularity. As a result, the gap between league leadership and parts of the fan base has become more noticeable, especially across social media. Many supporters say they are frustrated because conversations about basketball are often replaced by discussions about other issues. Whether those opinions are accurate or not, they highlight a growing difference between what some fans expect to see and what organizations choose to promote. That kind of disconnect can have real business consequences. Fans who lose interest usually do not make loud announcements. They simply stop buying tickets, purchasing merchandise, or watching games on television. Over time, those choices can directly affect attendance, ratings, and revenue. That is why leadership decisions carry so much importance. Executives must understand both the product on the court and the expectations of the people supporting it. If television audiences continue to decline and attendance starts to fall, difficult questions will naturally follow. Networks, sponsors, and advertisers carefully track engagement numbers because they expect continued growth from their investments. The league's recent media rights agreement was widely celebrated as a major milestone because it reflected strong confidence in the future of women's basketball. That confidence was built on record audience growth and rising national interest. If those trends begin moving in the opposite direction, people across the sport will want answers. In the end, sports fans always have options. Their loyalty should never be taken for granted, and their support must continue to be earned. Every professional league faces the challenge of balancing its own priorities with what its audience expects while continuing to grow the game. The biggest question is what happens if the gap between management decisions and fan expectations keeps getting wider. Will the organizations decide to change their approach, or will fans choose to spend their time and money elsewhere? Share your thoughts in the comments and let us know what you think happens next.